I should have cleaned this thing first, but I forgot. I forgot to clean it. Dang it. It's nothing crazy because I've already cleaned it. It's just gotten dusty again because it's been in here. Like I did clean it previously. I vacuumed it and stuff. But this thing, I got it for free, actually. It was on the side of the road. I just picked it up. It was just laying out on the side of the road. It was all dusty and covered in spider webs. I cleaned it all up, and now I'm painting them. So there was like this weird pattern thing on the top of it. I should have showed you guys that, but I had to like clean off this. It was like a weird rubber thing. I think I still have it in the trash. I'll show it to you. It was like this thing. It's like a doily or whatever. I don't know what the heck to call this thing, but it's like made of rubber kind of, and it was adhered to the top of this table, like sticky. It was like glued to it, and then I used a cleaner to clean that off. That was the first thing I did to this thing. Now, this paint that I'm using right now, it's not actual paint. This is just primer. It's a primer sealer. And I'm just going to prime the top because for two reasons. The first reason being I only have a tiny bit left. So I'm not going to have enough to prime the entire thing. That's reason number one. Reason number two is I'm just painting them white anyways, and the white paint will cover up the old grayish blue color that this is, regardless. But the top is most likely to be scraped or scratched because that's where people put their drinks and or whatever on their bedside table. What's up, Gordy Vargas? What's up, Martin Peralashuk, or whatever your name is? Um, so, anyways, if you're gonna prime any part of a table, you might as well do the top because this is the part that's gonna get the most wear and tear. Whereas the bottom, everything else on it, I mean, it could get nicked or scratched. There's the potential of it, but the potential of nicking or scratching anything on a bedside table would be the top. Would be most likely because this is where people are going to put their keys or their alarm clock or their drinks, like their glasses of water or whatever, their glasses. This is where people put their phones at night, and the potential of scratching it would be way more likely to happen on the top. What's going on? Juvo's True Love. Yo, hairline chopped. My hairline? I don't know what that means, but what's up, D? I'm just doing some late night painting. This is a little project I've been working on for a little while. I got a set of bedside tables for free from the side of the road, which I know sounds crazy, but guys, in the town that I live in, my name's Leighton. That's my real name, but my YouTube name is HockeyTikTockey. But I know it sounds crazy, guys. In the town that I live, you can get free stuff from the side of the road all the time. Like you just look around and you'll see people discard things that like still are good, but they don't want them anymore. Kind of like garage sales, but like for free. So this is a set of two bedside tables that I picked up off the side of the road. They were kind of old, dusty, covered in spider webs and stuff like that. I've cleaned them all up, and now I'm painting them and resurfacing them so that they can be used in our spare bedroom. So they used to have like this weird thing on the top of that. I do that too. Nice. That little flex was for that arm. Whoever said that, whoever said the arm. Pause. But yeah, I'm just gonna prime the top, guys, because this is the part that needs the most attention. Like the rest of this table thing. I'll show you guys a better angle here. Hopefully you can all see. The rest of this little table thing, it doesn't get that worn out. So it doesn't need that much primer or sealer. I'm just gonna paint over top of this, the sides, because I don't think it matters that much. Beats filling up the landfill, especially if you only have one tiny island like me. Yeah, I live on a tiny island too. We live on an island, so eventually we're going to run out of space here. So I think a lot of people like to reuse and recycle things around instead of just throwing things away. So if you drive around our town on this tiny island that we live on, you will find free stuff everywhere. For example, the other day I was driving and I found some toys that I gave to my nephew because they were just on the side of the road. And I think somebody was like selling their house or whatever, and so they just left a bunch of junk on the side of the road. And some of it were little toys that my nephew loves to play with, and he plays with them every day now. So, anyways, now I'm just priming up the top of this table so that the paint will adhere to it better. So that's all the primer I have. I ran out of primer. This is just leftover primer from the time that we were painting our home gym. And so I'm using it on my table furniture thing. I'll show you guys the other one. This is the one. This is the other one. This is the one I already painted. So this one I worked on like last weekend, and it's already dry. It's got paint on it, and it's white now. And the other one right here is the one that I'm working on today. So this one is half painted. Well, not half painted, but I just primed up the top of it so that it'll be protected. And then I'm going to paint it with some white furniture paint that I have as well. Zara mentioned you folks making a toy box for the nephew. I think a truck one would be cool for him. Yeah, it would be cool. And even with the toy box that I'm building, I'm using recycled wood from an old garden box that was in the backyard. It was like a planter box, and I just broke it in half, and I glued it together basically. And I'm making him a just a little toy box to throw all his toys into out of the old wood. Oh wait, before I bring this away, before I bring this away, I'll quickly show you guys the drawer for it. So this would be it with the drawer. I kind of want to leave the drawer this old color, but I think Zora said she wants me to paint everything white on it. But personally, I think it would look okay with the old original blue color as just the drawer. So I don't know what you guys think. Do you think that looks good with the blue drawer and the white everything else? Or do you guys think I should paint the drawer white too and keep this whole thing white? What do you guys think? One man's trash is another man's come up. The old color looks rad. Too much white for me. I agree. I think we should leave the drawer blue, right? Or gray or whatever this old color is. Leave it as this color. Put the rest of it white and leave this as the old color. I think that would look really cool. I think that's what I'm going to do. And it'll be less painting for me. And the other thing I'm going to work on with these old trashed nightstands or whatever these are is on the bottom. I'll show you guys the bottom of them. They have these little feet things, and you can twist them and turn them so that they're completely in. And the reason you want to do that is so that if the nightstand is a tiny bit on level, like, do you guys see how it wiggles a bit like that? It's because two of them are a bit higher than the other two. So I'm going to try to level them off so that it doesn't have any wiggle room on them either. So they'll just be like, they'll be completely flat. So that's another part of this project that I'm going to do. It's not just going to be cleaned up and painted, but that's the main thing. I'm not going to do much other stuff to it. I'm just going to clean them up. I vacuumed them, and now I'm priming them. Oh, look, it's Zora. Do you want to come say hi? Do you want to wear my shoes? Okay, guys, we have a special guest. They're right behind you. Down there. And I'm painting. And guess what? Everybody voted and they said that they want to keep they want to keep this as blue. No, yeah. Guys, really? Yeah, because it's going to be too much white. Everybody said. We want to keep the drawer as blue. Everything else can be white. Greenish blue looks suburban. You know what? Fine, urban. I'll give it to y'all. You have the ring light by the way if you want. That's all so you can easily move yourself. I guess so, but I mean, we're doing okay here, right? I'm. I'll show you guys my light setup. Maybe they are interested in it. This is the light that I use, guys. It's like a garage light. Like it's like for working in the garage. That's what light I'm using. But yeah, I'm just painting, guys. Honestly, um, this furniture is just, like I said, it's just free things that I found on the side of the road. I know that's kind of ghetto or whatever, but like, whatever. They're still good. They'll still. I mean, all it is a little bedside table to put your water glasses and your alarm clock and you know your phone on when you go to sleep. That's what most people do. Ghetto? Heck no, bro. Well, some people think it is, right? But I think it's still kind of cool. And honestly, I want to like be able to like build things and then sell them. You know what I mean? Like get something like this, I could paint it up. I've actually done it before, to be honest, guys. I'll tell you a secret. A couple times I've gotten free things off of Marketplace. Like you guys know Facebook Marketplace, there it's like a buy and sell thing. You can go on there, you can get free stuff, and then all I do is I clean it up and I fix it, and then I resell it, but for a profit. So I've done this before. I've do it usually with coffee tables. I'll get a free coffee table that somebody's just giving away. They just don't like it anymore. I get it. I bring it home. I sand it. I paint it, and then I list it for like 75 to $100, and it will sell very easily. And all it took me was okay, the cost of the paint is usually about like 20 or $30, and then like a couple of hours of time. But the thing about the time is I actually enjoy doing this. I find it relaxing. So it's not even like I'm wasting my time painting. I actually just find it relaxing and fun to do. So it's kind of like a win-win because I don't mind doing it and then I make like, $50 off of repainting a table. I do it with bicycles, lawnmowers, furniture. I even flip cars. Yeah, I know. I've literally been thinking about doing that type of thing. Just flipping things. Like it's kind of like a hobby, I guess. But some people make serious money off of it. I mean, cars you can definitely make serious money, but there's all kinds of ways you can do it. The only problem with it, or like issue, is needing space. Because if you start getting all kinds of free stuff and it's not selling in time, you need enough space to store all your stuff that you're trying to sell. And then the problem with that is you can become a hoarder with all kinds of stuff at your house, a bunch of junk, and you're running out of time, and your effort might get too low on actually selling all the things. And then the next thing you know, your house is full of stuff, and it's just too much stuff. So that's the only caution, that's the only cautionary thing about doing it, is having all this free stuff. And the the really tough part about it is Zara doesn't like it when I have too much stuff. I got paint on my shorts, guys. It's not paint actually, it's primer. It's just white primer. But it's all good. Um, I like to use this roller because it's really soft and spongy, and then I just roll white paint out on it. I think I'm gonna do that. I might as well. I want to get this done. At least one coat, because it takes a while to dry too, right? The primer is probably not dry yet though on the top of my table, but maybe I can roll the sides or something. So this is the paint that I'm using. It's called furniture and cabinet paint. I have 2 storage lockers worth of crap I bought in an auction. Haven't gone through it since Jan. Yeah, that's not a good idea. If you have too much stuff and you're not selling it in time, well, now you're sitting there with all kinds of junk. But like we said, one man's junk can be another man's treasure. So I wonder if I should put this down here so you guys can see a little bit better. I'm just going to start doing the white paint. This is just straight furniture and cabinet paint I'm doing now at this point with a paint roller. And I have to do many coats with this. So don't worry if it looks splotchy, guys, at first. It's because it is. In fact, this one over here, the other one, remember this one that I showed you guys before that's already pre-painted? I'm going to do one final coat on it later because it's still not 100% white yet. It still needs more painting before it's completely done. And I'm getting my shorts all painted up, guys, which really sucks because these are brand new shorts. I should have wore shorts that I don't care about. I don't really care about them. They're just shorts, but you know what I mean. I should have wore like an old pair. And with these cabinets, or whatever the heck these are, bedside tables, you have to use a paint brush to get right in the corners like that, because it's too tight with my little roller. Did you guys move? I remember the background looking like a small apartment. Yeah, we did. We moved. We used to live in a small apartment, and now we live in a house. So, yeah, we moved. That's actually why I've been getting into more of these types of projects, because I actually have space now where I can do this type of thing. Whereas before, if I actually, funny story, guys. I remember I was explaining how I got coffee tables and I'd paint them and sell them on the marketplace. I did them on the balcony of our small apartment, and or if I didn't do them on the balcony, I would just do them in the living room. But it wasn't good to do them there because the paint fumes would go everywhere, and it would make our whole house smell like paint because it was a small apartment. But now I could work on this type of thing down here in this little garage. Huh, that's unfortunate. At least you have your own workspace now. You should come up with an original one or two-syllable name to go by. What do you mean by that? Like instead of HockeyTikTockey? I don't want to change my name though. I'm too stubborn about it. Simply because. Oh, hi, Zara. Is it in this room? I don't think you left it in here. It's probably in the car, maybe. Do you want me to go get it for you? Yeah. Just give me 1 second. No, because. Okay. Just run quickly. Zara's is Zara Kiri. Yeah, mine's HockeyTikTockey. The reason why is because that's just what my username was, and I just like it. I just like it, guys, okay? Most of my content is supposed to be about hockey anyways. The thing is, I originally made my channel based off of it was going to be a hockey channel, and I was going to talk about hockey and do hockey style content and do only hockey content. But I started branching off into other types of content just because, mostly because of Zara, because she does all kinds of content. Like, if you follow her page, it's like half of it's about like health and fitness, because I'm pretty sure that's what she originally was going to make her page about, was going to be about like marathon running and her training plans and stuff like that, right? And then she started amassing so many followers, and um, she just started enjoying the process, I think, of just making fun videos that eventually her page just morphed into like lifestyle stuff. So like if you watch Zara's content, it's literally about nothing and everything all at once. Like it's like one day she'll be like, I'm baking a cake. The next day she'll be like, I'm practicing a sport like running or whatever. The next day she'll be like, I'm just talking about my day. The next day it's like, oh, I'm trying on new clothes. Like it's just all kinds of different stuff. A lot of it, I find that we do a lot of our stuff that we do is like food related too. Like I feel like she does a lot of restaurant reviews and stuff where we go to a place to eat food, like a cafe, and then we review it. And I say we because I end up in half of her videos half the time. If I'm not in the video, I'm filming it. So, anyways, long story short, guys, that's why my original channel was only hockey related. I got involved in so many of Zara's videos where we weren't focusing on anything. We were just doing whatever. And so eventually I just decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna post whatever I feel like on here. I don't care. One day I'm painting a room. I've done a bunch of live streams of my property maintenance work that I do on people's houses where I'm like mowing their lawns and washing their windows and pressure washing and stuff like that. I've done some where I've shown myself building like some landscape construction for some very nice clients of mine. And at the end of the day, it's my choice. You know what I mean? Love Zara's content, especially her story times and Gigi's. Yeah, that's typically what most of their stuff is nowadays, I find. Like if you go and watch Zara's content now, it's mostly yeah, like just mostly always just little story times. And I think oh yeah, a big thing about her um growth on this page was actually a combination of a couple of the things that she originally was going to do, like the channel was going to do, like be dedicated to, which was the running, like the marathon training stuff, and then just the story times where she just talks, and says a bunch of stuff, and tells people about incidents that happened or whatever, like just a story about
something that happened in her day or whatever. People really enjoy that stuff. Or some story time about some thing that happened in her past, like years ago or whatever. And so she used to do these live streams where she would be walking on the treadmill and just talking to the camera, just kind of humming and singing along and like doing whatever. And some of them blew up. They got really big, and she got like thousands of views on them. So then she made it a daily thing almost. So I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but she would do these like treadmill lives, and that was at our apartment gym when we lived in the apartment. And now that we moved to this house, that's why we're building the home gym. That's why we had that extra primer that I just used on this thing because we painted the spare room. Like it's not even a spare room. It's a tiny little extra space that's the size of a room. And we painted it, and we're going to turn it into our home gym. And she got a home. It's not even a treadmill, but it's a walking pad type thing that she put in the home gym. So that anytime she wants to bring back the classic Zara on a treadmill live, she can do that in our home gym that we're still in the process of building, which I'll show to you guys in a minute or two, anyways, once I'm done doing this first coat of paint. And just to keep in everybody a reminder, if you're looking at this and you're like, holy shit, that looks sloppy as hell, it is, guys. I'm doing a sloppy first coat. I don't care about this coat. I'm just trying to cover everything up. So if you're like, hey, he's missing spots or it's not filled in good, don't worry. I'm going to do more coats of paint on this thing afterwards to get it completely covered up. Right now, it's just coat number one. So if it looks sloppy, calm down. It's okay. I'm just going to do one coat on it right now. And I'm missing some parts, like in here, under here. The underlegs are really hard to get to. When I did the other table, this is the part that I struggled with the most. It's hard to reach them without touching anything. And or getting paint on yourself somehow by accident. Like for example, on my hand, I got paint now because I touched up here. The last time I did it in the day, so it was easier to see everything. And also, I used a 2x4 to like prop these things up somehow outside, so it actually was easier than what I'm trying to do right now. Right now, I'm just doing this, guys. I'm not too worried about it anymore. I think once they're completely painted white, they're gonna look way better than before. And so I'm not gonna stress over it. It's just gonna take quite a few coats.
I'm missing one spot now. I'll show you. I got more paint on my arm. Right here. What is it? Sure, yeah. That sounds amazing. Okay. Okay, guys. I've got chocolate cake smothered in ice cream. And I'll show you guys the gym room that I'm talking about. So, this is the gym room. It's like a spare room that's attached to our garage. It's not really a good bedroom or whatever because it doesn't have a proper door and there's no windows. So, it can't be a bedroom, but it could be a gym. How many coats do we normally do? I do like at least 3 or 4. 3 or 4 coats because, um, like I said before, guys, I only primed the top of the table. I didn't prime the sides. So the sides we're doing with no primer, which is harder to cover with white paint. Well, not necessarily white paint, but any paint over a darker color. It's hard to do without a priming coat. Let me put this down now. Again. Oh shit. Sorry. Like that. I'm gonna paint all over myself. Oh my god. I'm so sore and tired, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break now. I'm gonna eat the ice cream. Am I missing comments? Oh, I thought I was missing all the comments. This is so good. It's leftover chocolate cake with caramel ice cream. Oh my god. This is so good. I prefer to watch you do guy stuff over Zara's lifestyle and critique type content. I usually watch her for her random thoughts and enjoying her eye color. That's so true. So many people go on Zara's page and they just say, "Oh my God, your eyes are amazing. Are those eyes even real? Are you wearing contacts?" She gets that like every single day. But yeah, my page is like, I'm usually like doing stuff on mine. I can't just sit there and talk. I don't know why. I just don't. I find it's too hard to just like continue to be engaging for that long with nothing to talk about. I can talk about something like if I have to explain what's going on with this table. It's a side table. It's like a bedside table. You can put it next to your bedroom, your bed, so you can put your phone and your alarm clock on it or whatever. Maybe a couple books in the little drawers. And these tables I got for free from the side of the road. You can get all kinds of free stuff from the side of the road in this town. This is so good, by the way. Oh my God. I'm eating leftover birthday cake, and it was my birthday cake. It was a double chocolate cake that she made for me. That was covered in chocolate icing, and they just threw it in. There was a bit of ice cream left, just a tiny bit. I didn't eat this whole thing, in case you're just tuning in. And they threw it in here, whatever it was left over, to like mix it up. And oh my God, that's amazing. 10 out of 10. I would recommend people to get that. Just get a birthday cake and throw it in your leftover ice cream and eat it with a spoon. Okay, so anyways, now I think I might do one more coat of this thing and then I might call her a night. Because I'm actually so tired, guys. I worked all day today. I probably lifted 1,000 pounds. No, 3,000 pounds worth of debris and yard waste. Not all at once. That would be impossible. But over the course of the day, I'm just going to use a bit more of this paint. Oh, it's dripping all over the place. Holy shit. I shouldn't even be doing this, guys, right now. I'm so tired. The key to getting really smooth finishes with
furniture paint and a roller like this is you don't want to press too hard. This is a foamy roller, so the paint kind of soaks into it. So when you press down too much, it like soaks out and it kind of sticks too much to this surface. You just kind of want to glide it over the surface. You might go over a surface a couple of times with it like that, and it kind of smooths it all out a little bit. It gives it a really good finish. See, the only problem is if you go over the same spot that you just did with the wet paint, the problem is you can remove the paint that you just put down on it. So you got to be careful where you go with your brush. So you see that? Like, do you see that? It's lifting up. It's lifting up the spot that I already did. So you can't go over the same spot too many times while it's still wet. You got to let it dry. Oh shit, see? I already went over that spot and I went over it again and it lifted up the paint that I just put down. So that's the part you got to be careful of, guys. And I think it's because I'm really tired. I'm so tired, guys. I shouldn't even be doing this. I might just call it a night right now. Or how about I'll use up the rest of the paint that I already poured out. And then I think I'm going to call it a night. Because I'm so tired. Do my Duolingo and go to bed. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm going to do my Duolingo and then go to bed. I wouldn't normally paint with my left hand, but the reason I'm doing it is because I'm I want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. What time am I going live tomorrow? Probably sometime in the afternoon or early, not early morning. I mean, late morning, like maybe around like 10 a.m. Oh shit! I spilled paint. Well, not spill. It splashed off my brush, but it's all good. You know, the Sistine Chapel wasn't painted in a day or whatever. You know, or whatever. You know, whatever that saying is. Shit. Yeah, I think I gotta call it a night, guys. I'm so tired. Yeah, more people should be watching. This is really satisfying. Come on, people. Where are y'all? I'm just kidding. I'm going to end this live really soon, guys. Mostly because I'm kind of done. I have to wait for these layers to dry before I apply any more coats because it's still wet. And the other main reason is my phone's going to die soon. And the other main reason is I'm tired. Like, I'm so tired, guys. Oh, see, I can't even paint. I can't even do this anymore, guys. I'm fucking up constantly. I think I'm going to call her a night. Maybe the last thing I will do with this leftover paint that I have on my roller is I'm going to turn your attention over here to this one. I'm going to raise you guys up over here so you can see better. One second. I'm going to raise you up over here for a minute so everybody can see. And I'm going to do one top coat on this table over here. Just with the leftover paint that I have in my little paint tray, just to get rid of it. Wow, that looks amazing. Really good. And there you have it, guys. That's how you paint. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe and come back another time. Just joking. I don't actually talk like that, guys. Imagine I did. Oh, fuck. Okay, bye, guys. My phone just fell. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.